Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Time for another round in the United States. I think my previous best score 20,167. So let's see what we can do. I'll uncheck default settings here and give myself a time limit just to keep things going. Start the game. Let's see where we get landed in the US. Oh, it's a long open road, isn't it? Right. No need to find out where the sun is, and there's clearly nothing in that direction. This road is north-south, and look how flat this is. Kansas is famously flat. Although a lot of people think Kansas is the flattest state. I think I read somewhere that Florida is the flattest state, actually. Can't read that sign, unfortunately. So let's get a move on. Got some wind farms up ahead there as well. That's interesting. Don't see too many wind farms in the US, but there's clearly a settlement up here or a town. So let's see what this is. A settlement makes it sound like we're in the 1800s, doesn't it? But I mean a town or a farm or something small. But yes. So what do we have here? Let's take a good look around because this might be all we get in the 3 minutes that we have. Right, pretty empty, unfortunately. Not a lot there. Just a post box. Some lovely horses. Another tough one. Well, where will we go then? Because to me, you know, the fact that there's wind farms there sort of says something. You don't typically see them in the Dakotas, I don't think. At least I've never seen them in the Dakotas. And I also think of the Dakotas as being one of those areas where there's lots of flat, flat farmland like this. So I'm thinking we're a bit further south. And I'm just going to ignore those signs. They rarely yield any useful information. And unfortunately, it takes so long for me to spin around and get them. And we've still got a train line here along our left side now that goes up. What does this side say? This is a huge grain silo. COOP. Oh, there is some more information there. So let's go along the side of this building. Feed Service Center, Co-op, Pete's Farmers. Oh, that's a bit frustrating because it doesn't really have any indication of where we are. Well, we're going to have to stop there and just zoom in and find somewhere. We're going to be in this track here, I think. North, South Dakota, Nebraska, or Kansas. Let's go for Nebraska. We rarely get things in Nebraska. Going to assume we're on a long north-south road like this, let's say between Spalding and Walbach. And let's see. Well, were we in the right state? Ah, no, not quite. We were in northern Colorado, actually. So we must have been close to the state boundary. And there is Peetz, Peetz. So interesting. Yeah, didn't see anything for the 113 and doubt I'd have found that anyway, unless we really made our way up to the 80, which is a long way to travel in 3 minutes. So unlikely to do much better there, and I'm pretty happy with that overall. More lovely rolling countryside. This is different again though, isn't it? Look how green it is, green and lush. Let's go down here and see what we can find. There are some signs. Blaisdell. Where do we think Blaisdell is then? What does this say? Blaisdell. Nope, nothing useful there. Junctions, junction numbers, and so on. Let's see if we can progress. There's a lot of roadworks going on here. Something on this thing, for example. What does this say? Cavalier Phone, Mayo, North Dakota. Yes. They are unlikely to not be in North Dakota if that's where they say they are from. So we are looking for Cavalier and Blaisdell. You see, and this is much greener than I was thinking North Dakota is. So that's interesting. If I hadn't have seen that, I'd have put us somewhere else. Let's just start going through these logically. I assume Blaisdell would be on the sign at this level. So New Leipzig, Raleigh, Fort Yates, Cannonball, Manning, Grassy Butte, Wild Rose, don't have too much time, got to keep going. And we're also looking for Cavalier as well, if we see Cavalier anywhere. Which we don't. Oh, that is annoying. And then we're already in Minnesota there, so that's no good. Well, we're on a road that is east-west, I think, right? East-west, yeah. This is the state border here. So we could be on... It looks like a major road. Like, it could be the 52, the 2... I'm going to put a safety pin down. Oh, but... Hang on. Hang on, Blaisdell. Oh, yes. I was piqued by... Oh, look at that. We got there. Hang on. I saw this one, Berthold. Why was I thinking of that? I'm a bit confused now. I'm not sure if Berthold has come up in a previous round or not, but we just stumbled on Blaisdell. That's probably the luckiest guess in a while, actually, I think, because to find that, it wasn't a big enough town to appear at the high level. And look at all these lakes here. That's an interesting sort of formation that I didn't know existed. We were on the 2. That's pure chance. I can't remember why Berthold was of interest. Was that on the side of the truck? I thought it said Cavalier. But I'll have to go back and have a look. Next, we did very well there, so that's good. We could have been a lot further out. So this is more built up. We should be able to make some progress here, some sort of genuine progress, as opposed to just stumbling on it with any blind luck. What does that say? Crime Watch, so and so. Okay. Nothing really of interest here. So getting to the edge of town. Yes, that is what we're looking for. Radiator shops. Welding, 25 years of experience. Okay, good. Now we're on the edge of town. That helps. Let's see what is up here. What does this sign say here? This is far greater north side. There's a school up here. So let's see what that says, because this will have information on the county or the state or the so-and-so or the city is what I mean by so-and-so. Dolores Huerta Elementary School. Unfortunately not. That's just the name of someone it's named after, isn't it? Okay, let's keep a move on. I'm actually going to go the other way. It just looks a little more promising, to be honest. So let's carry on down here. Past the welding shop, and we're sort of back on this main road. And I said it looked more promising, but I'm starting to regret that already. Let's see if we can really progress down here. There is a green sign up ahead, which I've gone under. This is the intersection. No, no! Come on, back there. Oh, not helpful. Angle Avenue. Don't know yet. This is tough, and time's running out. I'm feeling the pressure on this one. I think we're sort of definitely in Middle America still. Is that an airfield? Yes, it is. It does look like an airfield. Oh, state flag. Few seconds remaining. That's the Texas state flag. Fort Worth Aviation Museum. Oh, wow. Yes, please. 15 seconds to go. Come on. Put a pin down. Do we see an airfield anywhere? I don't. It's not going to be in the middle of the town, so I'll go there. It could be up top left as well. Oh, it was up top left. Oh, no. Fort Worth Meacham International Airport. That wasn't, I don't think, the airport we were looking at, although maybe it was. Fort Worth Aviation Museum. We found it. Yes. Oh, if I'd have just spotted the airfield there, we would have gone up there. I just didn't think it would be east, because east you've got the city of Dallas as well. These twin cities sort of merge. There's unlikely to be a major airport between the two of them. But so that's why I went west, but I just took a gamble with south and should have gone north. Anyway, not too bad, actually. We just got there in the end, didn't we, with the Texas flag, which caught my eye, and then we zoomed in on the Fort Worth name. That's good, because I would not have guessed there. Pardon me. Report poachers. Wow, okay. $1,000 reward for that. Another wind farm area. RV park. Ramada. Okay. The fact that it says casino here makes me think we're not in California. I think they don't advertise casinos like that in California, but famously they do in Nevada. And this to me kind of looks like Nevada, you know? I mean, it looks like California actually as well. Snow-capped hills, beautiful big valleys, you know, miles across each valley. We've got there the U.S. flag, but no state flag, unfortunately. And it's got a bit of a more kind of cowboy theme to it, doesn't it, this whole area, than Majors Junction. What is that? Half a mile. So now we see the 93 there. Let's get in there and sort of see if we can, along the Nevada-California border, spot the 93. The reason I say the California border is because we've still got here, you know, quite some hills. And we might just be in the California side of things. But with adverts for what's over the border in Nevada. I don't see the 93 though, which is annoying. I'm sticking quite close to the border here. Gonna put a safety pin down with a minute to go, just in case. Happy to explore up here as well. 97. Don't see it. Reno. Again, I think we're sort of around here, so I'm going to put a pin down, but we don't see the 93. And we're going east-west. Big road east-west. Oh, I might be wrong with this California thing. Unfortunately, I'm too short on time now. Maybe it's further up north, but I'm sticking with my guess. I think I'm right with it being this range. We might be in Washington State. 90, 82. Oh, time's run out. Oh, would you look at that? We were right about it being Nevada, wrong about the side of the country. Wrong about the side of the state. I did not realize that there were such great big mountains here in Nevada. These look like nothing, you know, but yet they've still got snow on them. So that's amazing. We must have been looking at the Great Basin National Park, Wheeler Peak, Lincoln Peak. So that's great. Never been there before. And you can see here the huge valley that the 93 goes down. So pretty exciting, actually. But I was right, I guess, about Nevada, which I'm happy about. But Unfortunately, we didn't find the 93. Round 5 of 5. It's definitely been a Great American Highways version of the United States, that's for sure. We just had Fort Worth where we sort of weren't in a highway. Big delta here. This kind of looks, again, like sort of southwest country maybe. You don't see this sort of landscape in the northeast. At least I don't think you do. Narrow bridge. We've got here a dam. It's not just a bridge, sir. It's a dam. And we've got here a flag. Is this the Texas flag? It wouldn't surprise me if we're in Texas. What would the... Oh, once again, we've gone right by it. Is that... Oh, I really did go right by it. No. Okay, what is this? Oh, that's frustrating. Don't know that one. And it's kind of unique looking as well. If that is a state flag, it's red with like a white castle on it. Don't have much in the way of clues here. There's a U.S. flag. This looks like a fire station. Will there be something on Conus parking lot, that sign said? Conscious Dam Project. Okay. Don't know. Help me out here. Come on. I'm going West Texas at the moment. I'm going West Texas. I don't know where Conscious is. I've never heard of it. It just looks like sort of Texas country, to be honest. Again, I don't recognize the flag, which is really sort of distracting me. I don't think we're getting more information out here, although there is that sign. This is going to be the last clue we look at. Let's see what we can do here. Conscious Lake State Park recreational area. I'm going to go sort of here. West Texas. Putting a safety pin down. I don't really see any. It's likely to be, maybe it's in like one of these green. I'm going to put it here actually. It's likely to be in a state park. So, and would you look at that? We weren't actually that far away. It isn't in a state park, so that was a lie. Where were we? Conscious. Here we go. New Mexico. That definitely wasn't the New Mexico flag then, because the New Mexico flag is like yellow with a red cross in the middle. So we were looking at something else there, which was a red herring, which makes me feel slightly better actually for not knowing it. But anyway, there we go. We now know where Conscious is. So, view summary. Bit of a mixed game, I think. 18081, not scoring any records, but on the whole, managed to find, within a degree of estimation, the right areas. I've had some in the States where you really do end up on the wrong side of the country, and that's a bit embarrassing. We really nailed 2 and 3, but in Nebraska, New Mexico, and Nevada, we didn't quite get there in the end. But on the whole, not a bad round in the US. Pretty happy with that. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this video as much as I've enjoyed creating it. Thank you very much for playing with me today, and I'll see you in the next video.